Hey, welcome back. So, I think everyone knows about the spy balloon that is over America right now, or at least was over America. It might have gone off the coast already. And the interesting thing is that the flight path of it puts it right over Alaska, British Columbia, Canada, which is where I'm at. In fact, when I was looking at the map, I know some people in that sort of flight path area, and they're the type of people that always look up, especially at nighttime kind of thing, right? So I never saw anything on their socials saying anything about this. So, anyways, let's talk about what it could be. So let me know when you heard about this, what did you think? Let me know down in the comments, because a couple things came into my mind. Right, is one, it could just be a weather balloon. Right now, that is just like the typical, brush it off, that kind of thing. Now, the other thing is, if it is a spy balloon and they are spying on Americans and I guess us, the question is why, right? China wants to invade Taiwan, the one China rule and stuff like that. And the question is, why would they be looking at us? Well, maybe it was unintentional. That is possible. Or if they go into Taiwan, a great way to make a distraction for America, because America is going to back Taiwan no matter what, and that's because, well, there's a lot of reasons why, but one of it is because semiconductors. That's a whole different story. Not going to get into that, but a way, gathering information on America, so then that way you can launch an attack on America at the same time as Taiwan, so then that way you sort of end up, in a sense, distracting the world from everything. Now, that would be a very poor move because, well, that's a nuclear power against a nuclear power, so kind of poor. Now, the third possibility is that this is a false flag. Um, Now that popped in my mind, obviously, just to be on the other side of it, right? Is this a false flag? Is this America doing this specifically to ramp up fear of China and stuff like that? Because that's what they love doing. They love having a reason to get into a fight, right? Of course, um, being angry, invading or attacking China is not a very smart choice, right? We know that. They are a pretty big superpower in a sense, right? But with that being said, let me know what you think down in the comments. Now, I went looking to figure out, well, is this a weather balloon? And no, it doesn't really look like it, because weather balloons typically don't look like that. I would be doing some cutaways right now to show you what I'm talking about, but I messed up my settings this morning and I have to go to work on a weekend. So, anyways, but I did find one weather balloon, well, one balloon that looks like it could be the same thing. And so Google, or Alphabet Company, they sent up a balloon um, a while ago. I can't remember the dates, but essentially they sent up a balloon that looked very similar. It had the satellites, it had the same sort of thing, and they did it as a way to test getting internet into more rural areas, right? Kind of like what Starlink is, except for in our atmosphere by using these balloons. And the balloon was up for like 220 something days, right? So it was up there for quite a while. So that's the only balloon that I can figure it out, but that one would have communication technologies, and it's not a weather balloon necessarily, right? Like its purpose was internet, right? So that was the Loon project, LOON project, and yeah. So, and then while I was looking at this, I found an article, and it looks like China's foreign ministry says it regrets the unintended entry into America, obviously, and responded by saying it is a civilian airship used for research, mainly meteorological purposes, affected by the westerlies and with limited self-steering capability. The airship deviated far from its planned course. So this looks like it was put up by, let's say, a Chinese university or Chinese company, not the government, but who knows, right? And then the article continues on to say, well, it passed over a nuclear silo in Montana, and the Pentagon declined to shoot it down because of safety reasons. I mean, it's 65,000 feet in the air, so it's a little bit, you don't really know where it's going to land if you shoot it down. And then essentially, what this article says is that the balloons like that normally burst about 90 minutes after launch at about 60,000 to 100,000 feet. And they rarely ever travel for 200 miles, right? So, it's one of those things that we don't really know what's going on. And, I want to believe the narrative that's out there. But with that being said, that's that. Now, Twitter's blowing up with this, and they're talking about Swell, what's his name? Swalwell. Um, he's a representative of in the United States for some sort of government position. Don't know a whole lot about him, but apparently in 2015 he was, getting his funk on with a Chinese spy, and her name was Fang Fang or Fang Fang. Not sure. I'm sure it's Feng Feng, but we'll go with Fang Fang. And so they're making jokes about that. And you can go over to Twitter, just type in Fang Fang, and you'll find it. There's a lot of great memes. So, anyways, you have yourself a wonderful day. And yeah, I'll make a better video later if you want. Let me know down in the comments. But let me know what you think about the story, and regardless, because all right. Have a good day.